How's it going, guys? Alex here. Welcome back to another Dokkan Battle video, and today going to be showcasing the Intelligence God Goku at 100%. I thought, you know what, I already have the Agility one and STR one at 100%, so might as well get the N-Type to 100 as well. It gets an 80% attack and defensive increase when your health is 30% or above, so that is going to be very easy to maintain on this particular team. And one thing I've noticed is that team cost actually... Hold on. Okay, so... Okay, never mind. I thought there was a bit of a difference with the team cost when it came to this particular God Goku and the others, but it turns out it's just the same. But I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. This is basically the final entry in the whole 100% God Goku series, and I'm just going to get to the end of this particular boss rush, and hopefully he performs as well as he is expected to perform. And to be honest, he low-key got shafted just because he doesn't have the Fierce Battle Link, whereas literally every other Super Saiyan God Goku has it. So I don't know why they decided to do what they did with the Intelligence one, but I mean, it is what it is, and it's a bit of a shame that he doesn't even have a changed super attack. Like, none of them had to change super attack, which is such a shame because they just have so much potential for those super attacks. But you know what? He is most likely going to be the best tank out of the bunch just because he does get a defensive increase. But I believe the others get a defensive increase as well, but I think he has the highest defensive stat out of the bunch. Regardless, let's see how hard he is going to hit with this particular setup. And of course, we get super attacks right off the bat. For how much, really? 47,000. Okay, that's a great start. 769,000. So, unlike the others, he doesn't get stronger with every single super attack. Okay. Now, here's a bit of my issue with the Goku. The lack of Fierce Battle hurts him. The lack of First Awakened hurts him. Granted, in this particular situation, we aren't activating the Golly Power Link, so we still have that with UI Goku, but at the same time, it's kind of like, just give him Fierce Battle. It's not something that is hard to give. They gave the physical one Fierce Battle. They should have just given the physical one Shattering the Limit instead of the Intelligence one, because the Intelligence one is actually a summonable unit. So I don't know why they decided to do what they did. In my opinion, it was an extremely dumb decision on their part, but it's too late to make any changes now. So that's just what we have to deal with. But he definitely is missing out on a potential further attack increase. And this Goku clearly doesn't have that many potential system buffs. Yeah, just basing off the attack stat as well, that is a very big yikes. But hopefully it's not going to take me too long to get through this boss rush. But yeah, I only uploaded one video yesterday because I forgot to schedule this one. Well, not even this one. The one I put out today was the Dokkan Event Relay Challenge that was supposed to go up yesterday, but I'm going to try to upload a few more videos today and just go from there. But it's going to that period, like I mentioned in one of my videos, where a lot of what is hype has been done, so to speak. So I'm going to try to do a few more things like Fortnite, just so, you know, keep things a little fresher and obviously actually making entertaining content, hopefully. And I'm just gonna I just want to do my channel like what I feel like. I don't want to feel limited to one thing. And obviously the people that appreciate the content or just anything I do, you're the real ones. But regardless, it's how it is. And there we go. Still no crit yet though, but we have a type advantage during these next few stages, so we will be able to see the man at his best, and thankfully we may be able to get the transformation to go off. But I'm going to avoid a super attack here with Goku Black just because he can lower attack, which obviously isn't going to be a good thing for me because I want him to take as much damage as possible, which is very likely here. There we go, 18k. To be fair, I didn't actually expect him to take that much, but if we get super attacks here, that will be perfect, but that was not the case. Maybe UI Goku. I mean, UI Goku does have a type advantage and obviously a decently high defensive stat, but he will still take a decent amount of damage from a super attack at this point. See, even the normal attack is hitting somewhat hard. Obviously, that's nothing in comparison to what they normally hit for, but even so, gonna put Rose like Black at the end there. We have UI Goku with the super attack, and then I have my own Super Saiyan God Goku. So at this point in time, we are essentially activating every single one of his major attack links. Obviously, Super Saiyan, Godly Power. Can't do much about Fierce Battle, which is a bit of a shame. Let's see what happens here. Of course, starting things off with DY Goku. Okay, now we have Ultra Instinct. Now we have Super Saiyan God Goku, so his attack stat went up by around 100k. With a support unit in play, I reckon we could get that to go up to 1 million, but Goku, I'm pretty certain I am correct, but he can lower defense, which I've said multiple times before, isn't that great of a mechanic, but it will allow him to hit that bit harder. But it doesn't change how high his attack stat is overall. But obviously during a stage where he does have a type advantage, he is going to be hitting harder, and it would be nice if I actually got to see him pull off at least one crit or an additional super attack here. Right, so for Geo Blue, no problems with the tanking. That is what I like to see. So he is most likely going to end up super attacking my boy UI Goku in the middle here. But yeah, I hope you guys have been enjoying the Dokkan event roulette videos. They are a unique spin on, you know, just the events in the game. And obviously I hope you guys do enjoy them, because I just try to make them as unique as I can. And I am planning on bringing the timed Dokkan event challenges back, but without having something on the line, which is a bit of a shame, because, you know, it added a bit of intensity to them. And that was the reason why I initially added a stake, as, you know, something to it, is because the videos to me felt kind of pointless, because, like, I'm not losing anything, you know, it's just me doing these random challenges, and obviously if there's something on the line, there's a bit of a intensity to them, but obviously you guys didn't like them so much, so obviously that's not something that I'm gonna keep doing. Here we go, my boy Goku with the tanking, 800k without Super Saiyan, so the Super Saiyan link clearly makes a big difference here when it comes to his damage output, and he is most likely none here. Oh, pardon me. But you can definitely see the difference between the partnership with a regular Super Saiyan God Goku and the STR one. That First Awakened link makes a massive difference when it comes to his damage output, and of course now we are on the second stage, that is Omega Shenron. Still one of the toughest fights in the game, but I still want to see that transformation, you know. So I'm going to put UI Goku in the first slot. And there we go. I suppose one good thing about UI Goku not having the Super Saiyan link is that you don't have to focus on activating that link consistently, but it does kind of hurt your other units, but not really. It's a double-edged sword. He is missing out on a 10% attack link, but at the same time it's like he is still going to be one of the hardest hitters in the game, and he can consistently raise his, you know, his own attack with every single super attack, so it's not that much of an issue at all. If anything, it's a benefit, you know, it's a great thing for him. Now we have a Geo Blue that, with more potential system buffs, is actually better than the Tech one. Which honestly surprised me a little, but it's kind of expected. He has prepared for battle. He has the ability to counter. He obviously super attacks as many times as the Tech one, but obviously there are a few instances there where he can be better, and it's mostly because you can get more attacks in because of the counters, and of course if the counters are critical hits, that's going to be even more damage for him, which obviously works out in his favor, and how relevant he still is, which is great. You know, the longer the certain units can say relevant, the better, because, like, well, there is a better version of his card, but I can still utilize him because I may not have as many dupes in, you know, the newer one, which is obviously the case in that particular situation. And as you can clearly tell, he does link up better on this particular team than the Tech one. And, okay, we get a dodge in. That's dope. Of course, that level 5 dodge is just something that comes with the card, which is a bit of a shame, but there isn't much you can do about it. I can never get over how good a super attack looks, and the music should kick in a few moments as soon as we get that transformation to go off. Can he please super attack my dude? Is that going to be a transformation? And there we go, the transformation. The music is just fire. That is what I like to see. There we go, right out of the anime. You know I had this planned out from the start. Let's put my boy Vegito Blue here. It's been a while since I've used this one. Let's go back to the good old days. When the events in the game were actually hard. I actually want to see things from a free-to-play perspective. Low-key, you may be thinking about another Path to Power series. I did say, down the line, you never know what could happen. The return of Path to Power. Would you guys like to see that? Let me know in the comments. Would you guys like to see the return of Path to Power? You know what? I'll put a poll up on Twitter. I think that'll be a good thing to do. And it's not going to be on global this time. I think my biggest mistake was making it on global. This time, it's going to be on JP. Where it realistically needs to be. Oh, damn. See, the issue is, Goku gives himself Ki. So, I mean, this is a Super Saiyan God Goku showcase, right? But at the same time, let's go with this. Ultra Instinct, I want to get a Dokkan mode of him. Ultra Instinct Goku is dope, but it's like, I'm trying to get a Dokkan mode with God Goku here. So, that's what I'm going to go with here. There we go. Dope music in the background. That's interesting. Path to Power may make a return. I wish I had better internet, to be honest. Being able to stream every day would be dope. It would make things a lot easier for sure. Uploading videos would be great as well at a decent rate. And the return of Path to Power. I'll definitely stream that series. I think I'll do it though. I think I'm going to make a return to it. I definitely think it's something worth doing because a lot of you guys loved it. I get asked even to this day where the series went, so I think I'll bring it back. And to be fair, the thing about the OG Path to Power account is that I had everything. I had LRs. It kind of ruined the point of the series because it's like, if I'm putting all these great cards in, it's not exactly an accurate representation of what it's actually like to be free to play. So I'm going to start again, go from there, maybe with UI Goku. Yeah, let me know in the comments. Obviously, I will be putting up a poll on Twitter as well. And it's not something that I plug a lot, but my Twitter is always in the description down below. It's probably the best way to just communicate with me, because I'm basically on Twitter most of the time. Now that I think about it, the super attack for the Unmastered State is probably better. I think I prefer it. It's not to say that the super attack is bad, but I think they could have done a better job with it. They just use that great moment from the anime for the Unbroken one. I think it looks better overall. But again, they are both great looking super attacks. I may not actually go to the end of this entire event because it's maybe be too long, but we'll see. Oh, damn it, this sucks. But that is a super attack. So this is a situation where I kind of need a crit badly. Otherwise, it's not going to go down nicely. And of course, I get super attack straight away. Are you kidding me? Was low-key expecting him to dodge it, but 175k. So, basically, without his major... I won't even say his major, but without that Godly Power Link being active, his attack stat does go down by quite a significant amount. But now we have my boy Goku Black, and of course L back into Masu with that big Bad Boss Link being active. So that's a good. That's obviously a plus side. Improves the damage output by a decent amount. But I don't think my LR actually got hit that many times. We did pull off the crit here. Still wish that super attack was better, but again, can't do too much about that now. Unless they decide to release a new one at some point, which I would imagine they will do, because obviously Bandai money. You kidding me? Hello? We're talking about the same Bandai, right? Okay, here we go. Should hopefully be able to take care of things in this rotation. You know, Goku got this man just dodges everything. He is such a beast. Right, let's take care of things here then. Finish things off with that Kamehameha. Never mind. Got the additional. But we do have the other transformed one, but I don't think he has that many buffs, so he most likely won't take care of things here. Seeing dodge super attacks is legit the greatest thing ever. It's like you legit feel like you are a boss. I was always wondering how they were going to execute that portion of the card, but they did very well. Super high chance. It's not a guaranteed chance, but super high chance is still basically guaranteed to dodge like 75% of things. So it's going to happen more often than not, of course. But I'm curious to see what Turles is actually like, because I am digging the transformation mechanic. But at the same time, it's like, is it going to be as good for Turles as it is for the other units, of course? And that's always the question. Turles isn't exactly that hype of a unit, so I would imagine that the response for him isn't going to be that great, but I am hoping that he has a decent category and that he is a solid unit, so that at the very least people will like him. But when it comes to villains, it's always such a interesting thing, because the majority of, I mean, 99% of the time, heroes are going to be more popular, right? The exceptions are obviously Goku Black and, you know, Frieza as well to an extent. But yeah, like when it comes to heroes, they are just simply unmatched when it comes to their popularity. So I'm curious to see what kind of reception Turles gets, because he hasn't been in any promotional material or anything. He hasn't exactly... Oh, damn it, I was stupid. He hasn't been in any promotional material. He hasn't exactly talked about character, like, at all. So, I'm curious to see what it's like. Obviously, people are going to want to see him at least once, but I don't think it's going to be a go-to unit unless the category's, like, out of this world. Maybe movie villains. I think movie villains are probably the only thing that will make him, like, really usable. But again, we'll have to see. Man, I thought how easy the stage was. In comparison to Omega Shenron, this is a cakewalk. Alright, you know what? Yeah, I'll keep my boy Vegeta Blue there. Obviously going to put Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black there. And let's grab these. And one thing I forgot to mention, which isn't exactly relevant to this video, but Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black, first appearance in the dub in a few days is going to happen. And what an episode that was. What an episode that was. I'm curious to see how they execute the whole accent thing, because I wasn't exactly a big fan of it from the start, but I feel like, from what I can tell and from what I've heard, one thing that they are doing is over time, the more Goku Black essentially is getting closer to that Super Saiyan Rose power, he is turning more British, which is an interesting take on it. So is he going to go full British when he finally transforms, or I don't know, but I haven't been keeping up with the dub at all. I had high expectations for it, but I don't know. I guess we'll just have to see how it plays out. And there we go, Goku Black with that additional super attack, and that is Gohan taken care of. Okay, that is what I like to see. Transformation, and we get the transformation to go off as well. Perfect. Gonna finish this stage off with the hype music. That's what I like to hear. Healing from Goku Black as well. So, oh, okay. I actually like the way that works. So if you get it to go off so basically, if your health is in the range for the passive to go off, and you have the healing from Goku Black, it's still going to go off regardless, which is something that I did assume, but this basically confirms it. So 800k without the Super Saiyan Link. Is he worth the orbs? I think it depends, because to be honest, I am kind of let down by the fact that he doesn't have Fierce Battle. I know he was released a long time ago, but the point still stands. They should have just given it to him, because he would legit be on par with the other ones. He is by far, he is by far the worst one of the bunch, and it comes down to the fact that he just doesn't have those particular links. I mean, the agility one in particular doesn't have the First Awakened link, but he is still solid. He can still raise his own attack and defense with every single super attack. So he himself is going to be a great unit. He is going to be able to get over the millions consistently, even when he is not paired up with UI Goku. But then again, UI Goku is missing out on the First Awakened link himself. So it's kind of like, yeah, it's not the greatest thing, but it's not the worst thing, because UI Goku transformed, like you just saw right there. With just the Godly Power Link active, his attack stat was over 2.1 million. Yes, he is at 100%. But that is very similar to what his partnership is like with the STR Super Saiyan God Goku, who is his best partner. So, it is what it is, really, but I don't know. And I think like, the argument that I just made was a bit stupid, but okay, so we have the Intelligence one right now, obviously. So, he doesn't have the First Awakened link. The Agility one doesn't have the First Awakened link. So, it doesn't matter what partnership the UI Goku is with, he is still going to be easily getting into, like, the 2 millions. Okay, let's say that. Obviously, at 100%. But the biggest factor there is that the God Goku himself isn't that high in terms of the attack stat in comparison to the others. So, it's a bit of a shame, but it is what it is. I still highly believe that there is going to be a new one in the future. Anytime soon. I have absolutely no idea, but I guarantee you it's going to happen. Unless somehow the game dies. But I doubt that's going to happen when it gets to #1 in the App Store after like 4 hours. Alright, now we have the STR stage, I believe, and then we have 2 N-type stages. There we go. So making good progress here, as always. Put the Geo Blue there just for the additional damage with the counter. But the question is, can he get multiple super attacks to go off that are crits? Okay, not the greatest start. We do get the second one, and this is going to be a crit. Okay. You know, I will take the counter, at least. I guess that's the thing about UI Goku. Without, I mean, he makes up for the fact that he doesn't have certain attack links with his ability to raise his attack with every single super attack. He's such a great unit, to be honest. And wow, my units are deciding to get a lot of additional super attacks today. I'll take it because it makes my job a whole lot easier. And it's a crit. Perfect. Now the question is, can we take all these guys out in one turn? See, no fist battle there. It's such a nuisance, really. Well, let's see how this goes. Let's put my boy God Goku's tanking to the test. Double digits all around. Obviously, the lead does help. But when your attack stat is as high, not only your attack stat, when your defensive stat is almost close to 70k, you can just bet that he is going to be able to tank well. And then we have Yoi Goku, attack stat 1.5 mil. There's so many great units on this team. I just wish I had a few more support units. You have Whis. Obviously, you have Kami, but is it really worth running them? Like, we need someone on this team that can provide that great support. Even before, that wouldn't be so bad of a thing. If they awaken the STR Topo into a God of Destruction Topo that is a support unit, then yeah, he would be on his team and provide a great amount of support. Because right now, the God of Destruction, the current Topo in the game, of course, is a support unit. But they will still have to make another one, if that makes any sense. One that can actually hit hard. You know, but at the same time, you can awaken the current one into the God of Destruction Topo so that he fits on his category and we have a great support unit for this particular team. Support units are great because they drastically increase the damage output of the units that are on your team. And this is why the physical Vegito Blue is such an incredible unit on this team as well as a Batara team. Like I said, in some situations, even better than the Tech one. Look at that. What a beast of a unit still. He definitely aged incredibly well. And another one. Obviously, having a time advantage here is going to help out massively, but he almost took out the entire event by himself. Like, he's an incredible unit. But he took out like 6 health bars there. That is stupid. Still a beast. Right, here we go. Vegito stage now. So let's take care of things here with relative speed, hopefully. It shouldn't take us that long to take out his stage, just because, of course, the first battle link does do more damage against your boy Vegito, but God, Goku doesn't have that link, so yeah, maybe hit for a bit longer, but he did pull off the crit there at least. Gonna have to rely on, actually not so much, because I think God Goku's the only unit on his team without shattering the limit, so I'm gonna have at least 2 units on every single rotation with that link, so it's not so bad. Right, am I going to be able to avoid a Dokkan mode here? Most likely not, so Vegito Blue going to pull off a Dokkan mode here. It's highly doubtful, but yeah, I don't think if both counters are crits, would he be able to take him out? No chance. Watch them both be crits as well. Yep, no chance. Well, at least we're going to take care of things here with the... You know what? I don't want to get the Dokkan mode. I don't even want to get it. I'm going to skip it entirely. Okay. Okay, another one. I think I made a mistake. Surely this will be close to taking him out. And if it's not enough, yeah, Roy's going to take care of things here. Hopefully. I'm placing my trust in this man. I mean, the attack stat is high enough. But is he going to be able to get the right amount of damage in with a time advantage? And there he has it. Should be able to do the same here. Ooh, Goku Black. Okay, interesting choice here. Gonna try to grab as many orbs as I can of black. I mean, I think Yoi Goku should be able to take him out regardless, but I suppose let's see what happens here. I mean, to be fair, God Goku will get a bit of damage in. It's not like he's completely useless in this situation. There we go. Tanking every single hit, even with a tight disadvantage. You know what? One thing that I severely underestimated was his ability to tank these hits. He is doing very well with that. You know what? I'll give him that one. May not have the greatest attack stats, but his defensive capabilities are very good. I definitely want to try him out against Super Battle Road. Okay, not as high as I was expecting. Fair enough. Fair enough. And no additional super. Okay. So it looks like we are rolling with this then. But we do have Super Saiyan Road Black next turn. So him having a type advantage will hopefully be enough to take care of things there. There we go. Now we have the final stage for this event. You know what, just for the sake of it, I am going to put the God Goku in that last slot. I think I've pretty much shown him off. You guys have seen what he can do. Obviously, incredible tank. No doubt on that. Attack's still not the greatest, but at the very least, he kind of helps Yai Goku activate most of his... It's not even most, he's activating one attack. Like, damn it. Why did they have to do him so dirty? You could have had the intelligence one activate Godly Power and freaking, what is it? Godly Power and Fist Battle at least, like the agility one. But no. Just that one Godly Power link. Which sucks, but most of the time you're going to have a unit in the third slot with Fist Battle anyway, but it's like, do you really want to be keeping Yai Goku in such an awkward spot? Because let's say all of the attacks are in the first slot and you have him transformed. You want to be able to dodge all of those attacks. So, yeah, it's such a double-edged sword. I mean, this Goku can pull off a crit here. I don't know what he's going to do. I will say, at the very least, his art is dope. He does have some of the best art in the game for sure. Okay, well, let's go with this then. And that should be it for this event. Obviously, basing it off how much damage he did. Could have put Vegeta Blue there, but I want to finish it off with LR Black. And, of course, the super attack. Because why not? A little goodbye present. Oh, damn. That is a high attack stat. And there we have it. Well, hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you think the Goku was good or not? Was he worth the orbs? I just did it because it's my favorite form, but you know what? It is what it is. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will catch you all in the next one.